Welcome to Live Your Dream TV, the coolest place on the web for entrepreneurs to be inspired, educated, and entertained. This is Tara Carbo. I'll be your host today, and we have a treat, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Mike Weiner. I'm so glad to catch him for an interview. I can't wait to talk with you. We're going to cover a few different topics in a few different episodes, so you're going to want to stay tuned over the next week or so and hear some of the other aspects of Mike's life. He's a fantastic guy. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure, Tara. It's great to be here.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're
And
here
to discuss the inclusive technologies copying business. So tell us a little bit about what that is.
Yeah, Inclusive Technologies is a copier company that's been around about 8 years.
Okay.
And one of the cool things is that we've got access to 21 different lines. We have new, we have refurbished, we also have remanufactured.
Okay, wow.
Remanufactured, they actually go in, got the old parts, put in brand new parts, save people quite a bit of money in this business climate that we're in.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we'll go in early in the lease and actually buy people out of their current equipment. We did this with a chamber recently and save them money. Isn't that what it's all about out there today?
It's really a fresh idea. I love that because normally you get, someone coming in with like one or two options and they kind of have to make a choice, and oftentimes they're really not sure what they need anyway. And it's really about the salesman meeting their quota or, just pushing on their product. But you really have a full range of stuff to offer. So it's kind of like, well, what's going to be best for you? Let me pick through my plethora of options and really find and kind of custom cater to the client.
And you know what, that's a great point, because a lot of companies, they've got one or two lines and they're going to fit a square into a circle.
Okay.
And it's just not the machine that's the best one, but that's what they have in inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Every manufacturer's got its strengths, its weaknesses. So what we're able to do is actually pull from well over 1,000 machines in the marketplace. We do the sales, the service, the maintenance. That's why it's inclusive. So figure out what their monthly volume is so that we don't have to charge overages, which is a huge profit center for a lot of organizations that are servicing copiers. So it's control costs. Who doesn't want control costs?
Yeah.
A lot of times people may buy a low-end machine for their home. If you're spending over $100 a month in supplies, we've got situations now where we're putting in units around that figure, and it's all in one, inclusive. It's a copier, fax, scan, print, covers the maintenance, covers the supplies. All the client needs to do is add paper, and they're not going to the big box store and going to get supplies and hauling them home and things like that. It's a one-stop shop. People are being downsized, right-sized, upsized, whatever you want to say, out of corporate America. And they're starting a business, and the first thing they think of is, oh, I need a copier, I need a multifunction. They go to the store, they buy it inexpensively, but then they get hit with the hard costs of the supplies. What people should realize is they may not have to, again, hedge against obsolescence. Their company grows. All of a sudden they go from 1 to 5 to 10 people. They need a bigger, better, stronger, faster copier. One with bionics or something, and all of a sudden we can upgrade them before the lease is out.
That's awesome.
We've upgraded a lot of people, during the lease, and it just gives them the most benefits.
So you cannot get ripped off here. You cannot have buyer's remorse. You cannot make the wrong choice. You guys just really build that into the business.
Exactly. We also do shredders and laptops and servers and a couple of other things as well. And there's been some deals where we'll package things in together for clients. We work with multiple leasing companies. We have a new one that is specializing in startups.
Do you see a common thread with people's lack of knowledge or inefficiency of their business environment or anything like that you can kind of shed light on?
Yeah, I think that's a great question too, Tara. I think one of the things that happens is people go into contracts on these copiers and their volumes are sporadic and they're off. And one month they may invest $300 a month, the next it's $1,000 because of the overages. So a lot of times they don't know where their volumes are, and that's really up to us as the vendor going in to make sure we do the analysis and be able to come up with a gauge of where they're at.
That's awesome.
And we take that out over the course of the lease. It's a different situation. You had asked before, we also work with larger organizations. It can be a hospital. We've got a situation, 125 copiers that we're bidding on now. So I think people need to follow what they're spending on supplies, paper and toners and developers and things like that. And if you keep bills, we will come in and do a free 20-minute analysis. We're really going in more as a consultant, an advisor. It's an overused term, but you just don't want to go in and just sell any product. You want to go in, make sure you know what they're doing, and handle it as a one-stop thing, from the sales, the service, the maintenance, everything. And if you do that, you're going to get repeat business and referrals. And
Absolutely.
that's really, to me, what business is all about in the office equipment industry.
And guys, as you can see, Mike definitely knows his stuff. He's definitely a reliable resource to educate and help us get what we need exactly the way we need it and saving us money. So thank you very much for coming and educating us and giving us a piece on that. Before you go, I'd like to ask you one more question. You know so much. You're just such a great and rich person. What kind of, I don't know, maybe a book recommendation or something like that you can give us to kind of help us better ourselves?
Yeah, I like that idea. I think one of the best books that I've read over the years several times, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. And it's a great book. It's by Dr. Shad, and I'll spell it for the viewing audience. Sure. Helmstetter. It's HELMSTETTER.
Okay, fabulous.
And his book came out many years ago. One of the things I remember about the book, Tara, is 77% of what you're saying may be going against you as far as negative. You wake up and you go, oh, couldn't I use another hour? It's cold out, it's rainy, or my favorite sports team lost again. Are we ever going to get out of last place? We need a new owner, we need this, we need that, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's very important because what you say is really going to dictate how your day goes. You know, I have a saying, put on a game face. Even if you're not in a good mood, you got a headache, put on a game face. You can smile yourself into a good day.
Yes.
I've done it before. There was a song by Daniel Powter, Bad Day, that we need to come out with a song called Good Day. And you know what? You can actually make yourself better. It takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. So if you're looking on reducing your frown muscles, you know, while you're working out, go read the book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. You'll be glad you did.
Awesome.
And it'll change the way that you listen to yourself talk.
Awesome.
So that's my book.
Thank you so much. That's
my
excellent.
pleasure.
I'm going to go out and read that.
Absolutely.
So how can the viewers get a hold of you?
Okay, best way to reach me, you can reach me on my cell. It's 443-756-9656, 443-756-9656.
Okay.
You can also reach me, you can text me as well. I have gotten caught up in the whole thing of texting. I'm a big texter.
Good.
You can also reach me at mike@networkreferralgroup.com, and that's 2 R's. That's one of the most misspelled words in the language. Mike at networkreferralgroup.com.
Okay.
That's another great place to reach me as well.
Fantastic. Thanks so much again.
My
Could
pleasure.
you help us wrap up the show with the question of the day?
Yeah, I think on the office equipment, as far as copiers, the real question I would say is really go in and figure out what are your monthly costs.
Awesome. Thanks again.
My pleasure.
Guys,
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Thank you, Mike. You know, your passion truly is our passion, and our goal is together as a community to go out there and empower others to live their dream. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.